You on repeat, you can see, cause you have closed your eyes. You say you listen, but you're missing what it's all about. Right out now, have you given up? I will never stop, yeah.
Hi, it's Ginger. In the last video, you've seen with me how to search for an apartment, and in this video I'm going to show you how my whole moving from Daejeon to Seoul had looked like. I hope you're excited. I am. This is the second episode of my moving to Seoul journey, and there's gonna be more, but this episode will be more kind of vlog-ish because I recorded a lot in real time. I hope you will like this format as well. Again, for the context, I've lived in Daejeon for 1 year for my language training as a GKS student, and this is my first time moving to an apartment in Korea by myself, so I had to figure out everything, and this series of videos is here to help you not do the same mistake that I did. So I will show you all those vlog videos, but I will come back at some points to give you more information. Alright, let's jump right to it. It's day -3 or 4. Today I'm gonna have my last pole dance training, or at least I'm gonna dismount the whole pole before I move to Seoul. Okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna move this back to the fitting room and continue packing my stuff. Hi, it's day -1. I had a meeting yesterday for a whole day, but it was fun. I won a game, I made my whole class laugh, so good point. I have another meeting in legit 3 minutes. I'm almost all packed. I'm not going to show you because it's kind of a mess. I think in the afternoon I will just do some ironing. I need to iron as many clothes as I can because I have no idea how long it will take before I buy myself a new iron in my new apartment. Okay, I'm done, so now I'm gonna change and do my ironing. Fun fact about me, I love ironing. Ironing t-shirts. #pro, #con, leave a comment. I'm pro. So yeah, that's it. By the way, this is something that I didn't say in my video. The price of apartment is changing depending on the period of the year. So of course, when semesters are about to begin, new students are moving to different cities next to their schools, so they're searching for apartments. So usually February-ish and especially in August, these are the busy seasons, and during busy seasons prices are rising. So if you're flexible in terms of timing, I would recommend you to not search for an apartment in these periods. Rather search in mid-seasons because nobody's searching for an apartment and the prices are not that high. I got my apartment in the very worst moment. So I actually visited this place, I mean not exactly this apartment, but another apartment in the same building, so they're exactly the same. Actually, it was just the one right there on Diagonal, and it was a 50,000 won cheaper than this place, although it's higher, so it's better. But I've visited that other apartment in June, and June was not yet the peak season, so it was a little bit less expensive. So again, I've been looking for this apartment for quite a while, and I also was thinking about what type of furniture to buy depending on the apartment I would get. And I knew since I'm gonna have a small apartment, and I kind of like small apartment, I would have to choose whether I want a sofa or a bed, and of course I got a sofa bed. And this is something I've had for many years now. Every place I live I always buy a sofa bed. Some people don't like them because they're not really comfortable. I admit a lot of them are not comfortable, but if you're like me and you could sleep basically anywhere, it's fine. When I was living in Daejeon in the dormitory, the mattresses were hard mattresses because I don't know if you know, but in Korea some people are used to sleep on very hard mattresses, and I got one of them. I kind of got used to it. It was not so painful. Apparently it's good for your health, so I kind of liked it. And this sofa bed I have here right now is way more comfortable than the mattress I had in Daejeon, so for me it's no problem. Might be a problem for you if the place you sleep in really matters to you. Furnishing your apartment is not a big deal as you can order almost everything online and it's delivered quite quick in Korea. But bigger pieces of furniture, like a sofa, this is like the biggest piece of furniture I have in my apartment. Those kind of things you can already try to figure out a little bit earlier. I mean, you're not in a hurry, it's fine, but this is something that you can carry on before you move in. So you can consider already looking for sofas. That would take like less than a week to arrive, but it would not arrive like on the next day like other things would, right? I had to find an alternative where to sleep on my first night here, but I found an amazing solution and I recommend you to consider this as well. In Korea, they have those very popular 좌식. It's a kind of mattress that you can fold into a seat that you put on the floor. It's very comfortable, even for sitting on the floor. I use it a lot. And when you unfold it and you put it in a mattress position, you can basically sleep on it. It's so comfortable. I'll probably show you in another video, or I'll show you here. Yeah. Mine was for 7만 won. It's not so expensive, and even though you're gonna buy a bed later, it could still be useful later if you're having some guests over. But I made such a mistake. This 좌식 type of mattress, you can have it delivered the next day in the morning if you have the Kupang membership. It's just that I forgot to order it. I could have asked my friend to bring me some mattress to sleep on, but I was too lazy. I just slept on my yoga mat. But I got delivered the next day, and the next day I got delivered my sofa, so I was done. When you move in from Korea to Korea, it's really easy to get your things moved in from one place to the other. You can choose to send your things by parcel, by the post, and it's really cheap. If you have like a bigger amount of things to move, then you can consider asking for a moving service. In Korea, it's very common for people to move from one place to the other, so they just call a service. It's maybe a little bit expensive. Again, I'm not sure about the prices, I didn't use it. But they just come to your place, they pack everything for you, they put everything in the truck, and they just go to your place straight away and they unpack everything for you, basically. It's very convenient. It might be more pricey. It depends on your needs again. What I did is just ask my friend to help me move, so he came with his car and we just packed everything inside. I've lived in Daejeon for 1 year, so I gathered new stuff for 1 year and everything fitted into the car, so... Okay, my 보증금 is paid, my first rent is paid, my agency fee is paid, my dorm fee is paid, my internet is paid, everything is paid. I'm poor. 닭강정 먹으러 왔습니다.
Why do you look so happy? What are you so happy about?
I just wanted to say to the camera that we are in Seoul. We are in Gangnam, so that's it. I am officially moved into Seoul. Not yet to Shincheon, but to Seoul. It's gonna fall. 100% it's gonna fall. So I want to say, you know that when I was going to Korea, like for vacation, like a few years ago, every time I would go to Korea, I would always stay in Shincheon. It was always my go-to place. And I was always thinking like, I would love to live here, but that will never happen. I'm wondering where I'm gonna put my paw. My baby is here. It's 7 p.m. It feels like this day will never end. How many kilometers away?
5.
5? So it means we're making 1 kilometer in 5 minutes? Welcome to Seoul. You're annoyed about the traffic. I love the view. I feel so much like myself right now. You know what? It's exactly the same way it was when I was moving to Paris. We started like packing everything in the morning, and we ended up arriving in Paris by night, just like we're doing right now. So it feels like a déjà vu for me. Compared to the initial plan, we are only almost 3 hours late. Alright, from now I'm gonna talk about office styles because this is where I live and this is what my experience is about. On the first day I've moved in here, I've met the realtor on my floor and she opened the door for me. We changed the passcode together. Then your apartment is yours, and then the first thing you have to do when you arrive is go to the security office, the 경비실. Then you can meet your 경비원, your security guard, and he will make you register your basic information there. Also, he will provide you with some information like what to do straight away. Like for example, call for gas. That was my case. I had to call for the city gas to be registered there. But it really depends on your office style. You might have like other things to do depending where you live. It also applies to one rooms. You'll have to carry on some things before you move in or after you move in. Really have to consider this, and I recommend that you ask your realtor what you have to do. I had to call for internet. I had to call right away if I wanted to have it. I actually called one day before to be sure to have it on the D-Day. But for example, my friend, she lives in a one room. She didn't have hot water for a few days because she didn't apply for, I don't know if it's water or gas, or electricity. But ask your realtor if you have to do some things before you move in. That could save your showers. Then buy trash bags. In Korea, recycling is really important. I mean, it's important everywhere, but they really pay attention in Korea. You can be fined if you don't respect those rules. So what you have to do is go buy some trash bags. There are usually 2 separate trash bags that you have to buy. Is the food waste one and the regular trash ones. And they're not very expensive. You just have to count some few hundreds of won for 10 bags of each. And you have to buy it next to your home because each trash bag is specific to the region you're living. And also according to trash, recycling is really a big thing here. So each building, may it be a one room or an office style or wherever, they have their own policies about trash. So I can't really help you here. It really depends on your building. Usually the 경비실 will tell you what to do with your trash. In my building, the trash facilities are underground next to the parking lot, and I really have to separate everything from plastic to vinyls, and there's different types of plastic, different types of vinyls, like cans, bottles, like glass bottles, also paper and boxes. And you know, in Korea we are ordering a lot, so it's always packed with boxes down there. I contributed a lot. Also, a very important thing that you have to do after you move in, you have to declare your new address to the government or to the immigration office. As a foreigner, Koreans have to do this step as well 2 weeks after signing their contracts, just like we have to do, but they do it in 주민센터, which we cannot do at. I tried, we can't. And I have been confused by 2 points there. As a foreigner, you have to go to the immigration office. So this is the first thing I've been confused about. And second, is it really 2 weeks after signing the contract, or is it 2 weeks after moving in? I've been told many times that it's 2 weeks after signing the contract, and I believe it's true. In my case, I've signed my contract a month and a half before I moved in. I went to the immigration office a few days after I signed my contract and I asked to change my address. But the person at the counter told me that I'm not supposed to do this now. I have to wait until I move in, and then I have to come back with my contract and sort this out, which I did. But when I came back to the immigration a few days, I actually moved into my new place. The receptionist looked at my contract and told me that according to the contract, I'm a month late and I have to pay a fee. Then I explained that this is what I've been told to do. So we kind of arranged it. I didn't pay any fees. But still, because of this, I'm still confused as to what to actually do in the situation. And also one last thing, if you're moving to a new place, you have to check where your immigration office, because it might have changed. Usually it depends on the place you live or the school you attend, etc.
And the yeah.
You okay? Like this?
Yeah,
새우장?
it looks perfect. Yeah, you fit perfectly there.
Well, this is actually this could be my bed. It's very comfortable.
Yeah. You. Especially Wednesday.
Actually, it's good.
맛있게
I think
생겼다.
I'm too hungry.
야, 맛있냐?
Say hi to your subscribers on your OnlyFans.
야, 맛있냐고.
I've always thought that eating jjajangmyeon was during housewarming parties. But on my arrival here, one of my friends ordered jjajangmyeon, and he told me that it's something that we're supposed to eat on our first day in a new apartment, which I did, and I really like jjajangmyeon, so I'm fine. But in Korea, you also eat jjajangmyeon with your friends when you're single, or in general, it's the day of the single, so. And I eat it very often, if you know what it means. Alright, this is it for this video. There's gonna be more, so subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and like the video if you liked it. In the next video, I'm going to show you all the packages I've received for furnishing my home and all the furniture mounting processes, this kind of thing. So if you're interested, keep updated. If you're moving to a new apartment, fighting to you. I hope I was a little bit helpful, or at least you had fun watching it. And so see you next time for episode 3. Bye bye!